And like we didn't have much money when we were growing up. Like we all...
So he did the pile driver and he took your bike. Was this guy the Undertaker?
Yeah. I guess it was bullying. There was this guy. I can't remember his name, but he was a big fucker, and he was called like.
He was the headmaster.
Yeah.
He was a guy.
But I just remember I got this moment. I can't remember how old I was here, but I must have been fairly young. And he was like, "I'm going to do a wrestling move on you."
Oh god!
And I was like, and I was just on my own. I remember being on my own, and he was like with a few people, and he did this wrestling move. And he grabbed me, and I just remember he tipped me upside down, and he slammed me on the floor. Like, I almost broke my neck.
Pile driver.
Pile driver, yeah. And then, so that I remember that happening in school, and then like I remember I had this racer bike, and I was out on my bike, and I saw him again with another older lad, and he was like, they stopped me, and they were like, I can't remember what happened. Gosh, just going back a while. This was like about 30 years ago, and then They pushed me off a bike and they jumped all over my bike. And like we didn't have much money when we were growing up. Like
So he did the pile driver and he took your bike. Was this guy the Undertaker?
Yeah. And then so I remember going back home and he dented all my wheels. I couldn't ride it, and I took it to my dad. My dad was fucking fuming. And my dad was pretty handy back then, and he knew who there's like these. They're called the McEwens,
right?
And he knew this guy, and he knew the older people. And then I have to tell you,
15 toss shirts.
So my dad went. They had a bit of a reputation, and so my dad put me in the car, and we went round the race.
Nice.
Don't know if I should say.
Sorry, fuck him.
Should I say?
What's the address?
No. So Dad went up to the door because there was
Killed
the
him.
big family.
Killed him stone dead.
Mate.
Oh, what?
No, he didn't. But right. He
paralysed him.
He fired 4 rounds through the front door.
So my dad, he had an axe tucked in the
nice.
the back of his.
It's got to be done.
Not to the young kids, but the family were well known, and there's
It's in the camping special.
Yeah.
You don't get that handy with an axe.
There's a bunch of brothers, and he was like, if it's gonna kick off, and then they come out and they apologise. I think the kid got a bit of a belting or whatever, and then then I moved school, and I went to Turves Green. And I loved it there. Fucking brilliant school. I had all my mates there, and that school had a really good experience.
Yeah.
But a funny thing on that was a couple of weeks after I started, I knew a lad there called he's dead now, called Ben Trench.
Is this related to the story?
Yeah. So
by the end of the story, Dan kills him.
So no, he
axe murderer.
I went into school, and obviously I'd come from that school and a bit of bullying, and I'd gone to this school, and then like he something's going on in class, and he's like, I remember when we had a fight when we were in like little school, and like you beat me up, and he's like, I'm gonna get my own back now, and I was like, I've just started school, and I didn't want to fight him. I was like, I don't want to fight, and he was like, he started collecting all money off everyone, getting 10p's, and he's like, I'm gonna batter him after school. So I left early, and I got home. I told my dad, and my dad's like. I was like, and he's like, right, you're fighting him tomorrow. And I was like,
how many 10p's are we talking, sir?
Yeah. And I was like, I don't. And he was like,
£3.70. Fuck.
He was like, I'm doing myself.
You're going into school. You're fighting him, and he's like, we're not going through this again. And I was like, cool. So he's like, he's like training me up and stuff, like Rocky montage. And then he drove me into school, and we were kind of sitting in his car, and I'm watching like the buses come along, and every bus he was waiting with a big group of people like all to kind of show off, and every bus he was like looking for me, and I was in my dad's car, and then he walked out into like the playground, and he had all the people behind him. So my dad drove now. He's like, right. I mean, it sounds so bad for my dad, but he's like, just like, get out, just give him a knee in the head. But we were like 11 at school, so like you when you're fighting like in the face, you're not really doing any damage because you're not really punching, but like he's like, just grab him. Give him an in here, it's done. It'll be over. I was like, cool.
And actually killed him.
So he drove down, but my adrenaline was going. I was like, you know, I'd had little fights before. This was like my first proper fight, I guess. Yeah. And so we drove down, and then my dad, I got out of the car, I almost killed myself because the car was still going fast, and I just opened and jumped out, and I remember like stumbling, and he started taking his bag off and around. So I did what my dad said, and I got him, and I kneed him in the head. Nice. And then he was stumbling all around, and
finish him.
And I was like, look, and then I looked at my dad, and he went, "Do it again." So I did it
that.
again, and then we started like scrambling around on the floor and like rolling around as you do when you're kids. And then he took me into school, and he went straight to headmasters. He said, "I've dropped my son off. You know, they've been in the little tangle," and that was that. And then throughout that time, like, because that was my second week at school, no one ever messed with me again.
Yeah.
I just got left alone, like, and I never got into any fights or anything, and I was sorted.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
I don't want to say that violence is the answer, but like bullying 101 is an insecurity within themselves. If someone's bullying you at school, basically, if you smack them square in the face, they probably will leave you alone.
Yeah.
They always do.
Yeah.
You know, at the end of the day, you know, they're probably having a hard time at home, and so they take out on someone that they perceive to be weak at school. So if you if you fight back and show that you're not weak,
Yeah, sometimes,
you will be left
sometimes
alone.
you do have to, unfortunately, you just have to let them know that, you know, what's the worst that's going to happen?
Oh, Dad
Exactly.
would get us fucking gassed up though. If there's any, like, he'd be like, just.
Yeah, I've toned it down a bit.
He's like, you always want to get the first punch in. So like, someone would be like, can I borrow your boom? No, you ain't borrowing in my pen. No chance.
Dear.
Pow!
that's amazing.
That's the teacher, James.
APMA, how's it going? I'm here to talk about becoming an APMA VIP. Now, you might see on your YouTube a join button. If you don't, there is a link in the description. If you hit that join button, you'll become an APMA VIP. Now, with that, you will get a one-off sign-up free t-shirt. The design looks a little bit like this. You will also get access to an exclusive members-only podcast once a month, and we have a members-only Discord channel as well. And just as a bonus, you'll get some cool badges and some emotes of our faces and other things that you can put in live chats and in the comments section. So there we go, guys. That is $4.99. You get a free t-shirt upon sign up, an exclusive monthly podcast, that exclusive membership-only Discord channel, which we will jump in and out of every now and then, and the badges and emotes. Thank you so much. If you want to become a VIP, hit that join button or the link down below. See you soon, guys.